Hey, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is 100 Days of Purpose, and I am Coach Linda. In case you forgot, didn't know, now you know. Anyway, we're going to talk about what we always talk about, purpose, purpose. Purpose. So yeah, I'm excited about today's topic because what is your reason to live? Why do you exist? Why do you breathe? Why do you keep it going? When everything comes up against you, why do you push through? Let's talk about it. Um, there is a Japanese term which loosely translated means a reason to live, and it's called kiga. Probably said it wrong because I cannot speak Japanese, but it's uh, a kiga, and it's Ikigai, right? Um, and when we are talking about you were created for a reason, you have a solution on the inside of you, and people need that solution, and you should share that with the world, and you should find those that you are assigned to. When we're talking about that, we talked about, I went over some of the common questions I get when people, you know, see me and they're like, hey, look, Linda, I want to know about this purpose thing, but how do I know what my purpose is? Or how do I find my purpose? Or how do I start? Or what if I don't like what it is that I was created to do? And so we talked about that, but then we have to ask ourselves at the end of the day, why do we do what we do? Why do we wake up every morning? Why do we go to work every day? Besides paying the bills, besides, um, trying to make a living and trying to fit in and trying to be normal. Why do we do what we do? And when you understand and know the why, right? When you understand what your pain is, and you understand that there is a resolve for that pain, and you understand that there's a process to get you from where you are right now to where you desire to be, not where you think you ought to be, but if you really sit in a quiet place, you have some desires, you have some things that you really want to accomplish. And so, how do you do that? How do you get yourself in a place where you can accomplish those things and feel good about the day? So, what is your reason for getting up? What is your reason to push through? When someone breaks your heart, what is your reason to push through? I mean, at the time that they do it, you feel like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't go on, right? But you continue to go on. Why? Ask yourself why. When you lose your job and you think, oh my God, this is it, this is going to be the final nail in my coffin, you're still around, you're still kicking, you're still breathing, you're still moving. You started that company, you got another job, a better paying job, right? That man broke your heart and you thought you would never love again. That woman walked out on you, thought you'd never love again, but here you find yourself loving again. Why? Why? Why do you push through? Okay. Why do you push through? Why? Why don't you just truly throw in the towel? You say you're going to throw in the towel, but why don't you just throw it in? Why don't you just give up? Throw your hands up and say, that's it. I can't take it no more. Take me away. Calgon, take me away. And not the good way, right? Why do you still go through it? Why do you give people second chances? Why do you forgive people? Ask yourself why. What is your reason to live? Now, there is a diaphragm that I use or a diagram that I use when I'm asking people to figure and understand their why, right? Because we want to know why we live. We want to know why we're still here. We want to know why we're breathing and taking up space. Um, and it's more than just the existential. I, I probably said that word wrong. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's more than just the the beyond the stars, the woo woo woo, the universe, and it's more than that stuff, right? It's in essence in the core of who we are. It's our being. It's something that we can't put our finger on. We can't really name something that when we try to think about it, it just takes us down these pathways and we can never really unweave the web that has been woven, right? Um, and so there's a diaphragm. What do you love to do? Okay. What are what does the world need from you? We're talking about why we exist. So what do you love to do? What does the world need from you? What can you be paid for to do? Because purpose is not going to leave you high and dry. It's not going to leave you broke and destitute. Some people feel that, but no, purpose doesn't do that. Purpose leads to profit. Mm. Purpose leads to profit. That means you can use your purpose to make money. Come on, boo. You can pay them bills with your purpose. Okay? So, what can you be paid for? And what are you good at? So, what do you love to do? What can you be paid for? What do you what are you good at? And what does the world need from you? That's how the diaphragm looks. And then if you have these circles then start to overlap. And in the overlap between what you love and what the world needs, that's mission. Okay. We like to say that's purpose, but it's not. It's the mission, it's the vehicle that is going to drive you towards your purpose. Okay. And then between what the world needs and what you can be paid for is vocation. Hopefully you're catching this. And then between what you can be paid for and what you're good at is profession, right? That's the difference between an amateur and a professional. Profession. If you are good at it, if it comes natural to you, you are the expert. Okay. And then what you're good at and what you love is passion. Again, not purpose, passion. So we use this word passion and mission as interchangeable with purpose, but they are just vehicles. Remember, passion is the fuel that gets put in the car. Let's call the car the mission, right? It gets put in the mission so you can fulfill the purpose. So the common ground between what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs from you, and what you can get paid is a great way to begin to uncover and discover your purpose. Finding and realizing your reason to live will not just happen overnight. It's not going to just come to you in a dream and you're going to be like, oh, that's why I was made. That's why I was created. It doesn't do that. Yes, you'll have epiphanies along the way. And those epiphanies will be moments of brilliance. But to find your true purpose, it's going to require some time. It's going to require some effort. It's going to require some energy. By working towards your reason to live over time, you will continue to grow and develop in a chosen field or profession. I studied taxes because I wanted to be proficient in it. I wanted to be a professional. I wanted to not just do taxes, I wanted to specialize in areas that are the hardest hit, right? Small business entrepreneurship, home based business. I wanted my clients, when they come to me, they would get the best care and education that they could get. So not only would they get a refund at the tax desk, but they would be able to know how to get that and save themselves money throughout the year, thus resulting in whatever their goal is, right? And so it took time, and I had to, this is what I love, this is what I'm passionate about, let me go ahead and do it. I'm passionate about helping people find their purpose. I'm passionate about helping people have a relationship with God. I'm passionate about um, building wealth. My God. So all these things have become mission and profession for me. They become vocation for me. They are vehicles that I use to fulfill my overall purpose, which is to help bring wholeness to the broken in every area of their life, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, uh, vocationally, relationships, socially. So every area of their life, I'm bringing them the satisfaction that they need. Sorry, I keep dropping my paper. The satisfaction that they need to accomplish the goals that they say that they want to accomplish, with the understanding that these goals lead them to what they were created and made to do. And not only does it lead them to that, but it brings them to the people who want and need it the most. And because our reason to live is our why, it's why we choose to show up. It's why we choose to shine bright. It's why we choose, as my coaching, my latest coaching is, get up and shine bright. That's why we do it. That's why we keep sharpening ourselves and educating ourselves and becoming better at what it is that we do. Because we have chosen a path that brings us satisfaction. We have chosen a path that brings not just satisfaction to us, but brings glory to our Maker, because it was His plan. We can feel a sense of thankfulness and autonomy over the journey it takes to get there. We're not feeling sad because it is a journey, because it is a process, but we're excited about that journey. We're excited about that process. Your reason to live is often not something grand or extraordinary, which makes it approachable and realistic for many people in that way. It's also improves our well-being, because now our mind can be at peace and we're not tormented and confused and making rash decisions because we have limited information. Our well-being is elevated because we are always working towards something meaningful. We're always working towards the greater purpose. To create your reason for living, start with one of the four main areas. So, what do I love? What does the world need from me? What am I good at? And, oh God, my brain just, and what can I get paid for? So, what do I love? What does the world need from me? What can I get paid for? And what am I good at? Start first area. What do I love? Write down the things you love. What does the world need from me? You may not know, but take a stab at it. Stab at it. What can I do that I love? What do I love that I can do and get paid for? Some of you that are looking for a job right now, y'all should be happy because there's things that you love to do that you can go out and make your own business. You don't have to answer to another boss. You can create your own. So what do I love that I can get paid for? And what am I really good at? It may not be something that I love, but I'm just really good at it. I'm really good at explaining taxes. I'm really good at helping people see differently. I'm really good at thinking outside of the box. You understand what I'm saying? What are you really good at? Because again, when you look at these circles, they are wrapped and tied together. What do I love and what does the world need? That's my mission. What does the world need and what can I get paid for? That's my vocation. What can I get paid for that I'm really good at? That's my profession. And then what am I really good at that I really love? Because that's my passion. So you start with the outer four and you write down what you love. You write down what the world needs. You write down what can you get paid for. And you write down what you're good at. Now think about what the world needs specifically from you, right? So you may look at it, you may start at the high level of what does the world need? We need some peace, we need some direction, we need some unity, we need some more love. Now, what can I do in those areas? What can I do to help the world come together and to make the world a better? Then you go to, okay, so this is what I love to do. This is what the world needs. This is what the world needs specifically from me. So now, what do I love to do that I'm good at that I can get paid? Because why would you do something that you're not great at, right? Who does that? Who goes out to find a mediocre job? You want the best job. You want the job that's going to give you the satisfaction that when you get up and you go to work, you're doing something meaningful. That's why so many people hate going to work because they're not doing something meaningful. They're clocking in, they're clocking out, and they're getting a paycheck. They're working for money. And their family is going to hell in a handbasket. Their relationships are going to hell in a handbasket. Everything around them is falling apart because they are out there on the grind for money. And as you start connecting these circles, as you start to see your mission develop and your passions develop and your profession develop and your vocations develop, as you start to see that, you will start to get clarity on what it is. What's that sweet spot? What's that purpose? Why you exist? Answering these questions will help you identify ways of achieving balance within all of these circles. When you feel that you have an adequate sense of yourself, brainstorm a few more things. We always, when we think we got it, we ready to go. We ready to get gone. We ready to ghost. We ready to go out there and conquer the world. But I want you, when you think you've done it all, to stop and do some more. Because when you think you've done it all and you open yourself up, I was listening to Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he said that When you say something like, I can't afford, your brain shuts down and it doesn't think of ways that you can afford it, right? It says, okay, we can't afford it. That's it. That's all. I'm not going to think about it anymore. When you tell yourself, I can't do that, your brain stops thinking of ways of helping you get that done, right? But when you say, how can I afford that? What must I do so I can afford that? What must I do? What do I have to learn so I can do that? Your brain starts to kick into gear and it starts to come up with solutions and answers to those questions that you've asked. It's not shut down. And so if you shut yourself down saying, okay, I've done everything, I know what I need to do, and I'm going to go out there and do it. No, stop and say, is there anything else? Am I missing something? Because out of that, is there something else? Am I missing something? You're going to find that your reason for living, your purpose, starts to find a way, starts to push through the dirt and starts to blossom, starts to grow. It starts to find its way, it starts to find its path, and it will lead you down that path. It will make sure that you are on a path for success and not destruction. So you might have done things in the past and it failed, but I guarantee you, you didn't use this strategy, because purpose does not fail. Failure is not an option when it comes to purpose. A plate is a plate, a cup is a cup, a spoon is a spoon. And as long as it's used for the purpose it was created for, it does not fail. And then once you've allowed your brain to kick in and to do a little bit more thinking and to bring out the path to success, teaching you success principles, then your last step is to ask yourself what I need to start and what do I need to stop doing to get myself there. What do I need to start doing and what do I need to stop? Because I need to live, I need to thrive, I need to be the very best that I can be. So help me. I am Coach Linda. This is 100 Days of Purpose. Hopefully, you got something out of this. I am still finishing up taxes, but again, like I said, as soon as I get through that, give me a few days to get through all of that. I will definitely be getting the 30-day challenge up and running, so you can join me on that. And I guarantee you, if you make up in your mind that, you know what, I'm going to take Linda up on this 30-day challenge. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the work. I can tell you that the start date is going to be September 1st because there's 30 days in September. So September 1st through the 30th, we're going to be doing this challenge, and everything's going to be pre-recorded, like I said, so you can go in and do it at your own pace. You don't have to worry about, oh, I need to show up at 5 o'clock so I can hear what Linda has to say. So I know we're not doing it that way. We are going to allow you to work at your own pace. And I guarantee you, after 30 days, you'll see some differences in your life. You'll see some differences in your mindset. You'll see some differences in your relationships and your finances. because purpose is profitable. It's just a given fact. It's not even a, I think this. It is. There's no way that you can be living a life of purpose and not making some money while you're doing it. Whether it's you doing it on your job and them seeing that you are more valuable than they thought. So now they're trying to figure out how they can pay you more before somebody comes along and steals you, or you start your own business, or you start your side hustle. Purpose is profitable, and you get to be the recipient of that prosperity. Live, thrive, prosper. I am Coach Linda, and as I say at the end of these, or I've started saying at the end of these, I'm out.